Hi there, this is Jenny Penton with Planner Perfect. Today I'm going to be discussing how you can get started using the Planner Perfect planners and method to get started writing a better story. So I designed these Planner Perfect planners as a way for women to be able to be not only organized in their lives, but to put themselves as a priority so that they can be fulfilled in their own callings right alongside the roles that they play. And as a homeschooling mom of 8, I found that halfway through, I was neglecting to add in myself into my planning and my life and how I was living. And when I began to incorporate myself and my plans, then my world changed. And it was so fulfilling that my cup was running over, and I was able to serve greater by not neglecting myself and understanding that I too have gifts and talents. And what a way to inspire those around you than you yourself using your gifts and your talents. So today I'm going to show you how you can just dive in and get started very simply using the Planner Perfect planners and method. So here I have an example. Actually, before I get started, I do want to let you know that this is a traveler's notebook type of system where you are using a beautiful, we carry the leather covers that harness the planners inside that can easily be taken out and put back in and keep replacing new monthly planners. They're gorgeously designed for you. We have several different styles that you can check out, but here there is pockets that go up for you to be able to hold things. This is actually even another one of our books that I kept in here for notes. But they go by months, and so I've got several different months in here that I have all my plans in here. And in the very back, that is very cool is a notepad that comes with our books that where you can write notes. So this is the awesome functionality and the beauty of these planners, so that you can live your life, classy and organized. So how you want to do and get started, and what I would advise is, here I have one here, and how it's set up is that it has a front dashboard to greet you on writing a better story. And then next is our 2-page layout of your month. And here we have lines here for any kind of notes that you want to take. And then we have a section which is very unique to me because I wanted it to be roomy so that you could write monthly goals. And this is going to be for your family and yourself, okay? When you go to write down your goals, one of the big things you're going to want to do is write your goals out with detail. That is one of the things that is one of the keys to success using the method, is that you have room to write not only your days, but your goals, and you have your why, which is the details of why you want to accomplish these goals, how you're going to accomplish them. Because the more you write, the more you understand yourself. The more you write, your mind takes note. The more you are writing down the detail, you are basically setting up your mindset and yourself to actually take the action steps to get them done. You don't need to no longer just go by bullet points of action and like things you have to do, because those are unmotivating. But when you write down in details how you want to accomplish a certain task, and you put it within the certain month you know you can do it in, you now then have a more achievable way of attaining it. Not only because it is not daunting by the amount of things that you have to do, but you've broken them down by months so they're more achievable, and you have written down the details of how exactly you want to accomplish it, because then now you've taken the overwhelm of the how-to of getting the goal done and met. So for example, if you wanted to, you wanted to write a book, this is an example. Instead of just having like a bullet point that you're going to write a book, okay, you look at it, the next month goes by, you do it again, the next month goes by. This time though, when you write it out with using the method in your goals section, you're actually going to be writing out which computer you're going to be at, how many pages are you going to start with, what is the title of your book or the ideas you have, who is your target audience, different ideas and things that you want to do, what time of day you're going to start. All of these things are details that have to be well thought out and thought through in order for you to be able to be successful at these goals. When you do that, you're building, you're basically pumping yourself up, getting yourself motivated. Your mind takes note and will intrinsically and you will be motivated from within to get you these goals done. And so that's what makes the Planner Perfect method so unique and so amazing at achieving your goals. You also have goals to, maybe it's the spring cleaning month where you're going to be deep cleaning and the action steps that you want to do to deep clean your home, or the birthday party for one of your children. You actually have room here, to write down the child's name, who's coming, the theme of the party, the cake you're going to make, and all of that. And this is done way in advance so that you can be on top of the game. You have a vision for what and how you see it, and then how you want to accomplish it. The execution then actually comes very naturally because you took so much time being a visionary for that goal. So then it goes into your weekly spread. And this is what's very, very important so that you can see your whole week at a glance. So here you begin your planning. And they're dated for you. And here you're just going to be writing down things that you want to pop out. I love to put down the weather. That's awesome. I know what the weather's going to be like for the week. I kind of look at the weather and I'll write down what it's going to be, because then that kind of will then help me with what I want to do for activities for the kids or whatnot, or myself for the week. I will write down key points if there were people I wanted to call, key points, people I wanted to call, things I needed to do, things that to jump out at me. Another great thing is to put down your dinner plans. I found that to be very effective so that you can just glance right there and you see what each day of the week you have planned for your dinners for your family. So that's awesome. Very, very awesome. Just important key things that you can knock out, because that isn't where you're going to be doing the majority of your planning. Those are just key points you want to be able to see at a glance. From then on, you have a 2-page spread to be able to write down how you want your day to go. And I'm going to give you an example of that out of my own personal planner. So in here, this is my personal planner that I'm using. If I go to, here is an example of how I would do a week at a glance. I even decorate it with a little bit of washi, some of our stickers that we offer, and it just makes it really pretty. And this is, of things that I want pointed out at me at a glance. So then how my day would go is that I just write out the day of the week right there in the center. I would write up here the month. And I would start more like time blocks where you've got your morning, your late morning, your afternoon, mid-afternoon, and then your evening. I kind of time block it. And again, I get detailed. What I'm going to do, what time am I going to get up in the morning? When am I fitting my exercise in? What are the chores I want to get done in the morning so that I can be organized and on top of my game? What is my cleaning schedule so that I can attack that in the morning? What is for breakfast for the kids? What is going to be, when am I fitting that shower in? What am I doing for me to do something for me and work on my gifts, my talents? What am I reading? And write that down and fill it in. And as you write your day out in detail, you'll be able to see when and how you can fit it in and choreograph. You're going to get really good at choreographing your day. I really look at it like that. You're choreographing, because when you're mapping, I call it mapping. It's like a mapping of your day. And when you map a day, you're choreographing, especially if you're a mom of kids. I've got a ton of kids, and choreographing is key, because I can't just blanketly say I'm going to do XYZ. I need to know how, when, and where I'm fitting this in. Is it after lunch? Is it during a nap time for one of my kids? Is it in the morning after I exercise? Can I run and go run that errand? Who's watching who? Where's my husband at? And it's just choreographing how I want to make my day go as planned as much as possible. The more you're writing down how you want it to get done, the more you know your why, the more your mind is taking note when you write it down. It's a brain dump. So everything you're thinking about is now down here. So now your mind doesn't have to loop, keep reminding you of stuff you got to do and get overwhelmed. You've now got it all here. And now your brain is free to now take action on everything you've got down here. And it is the perfect success key plan for really living a life of intent, of purpose, and getting goals met. You get a lot accomplished this way. You get more done this way. You gain momentum this way. You inspire yourself this way. So you want to even achieve more. A lot of times when we don't plan effectively, we literally are so unmotivated that we don't have any momentum to go off of or inspiration to go off of to really, keep moving in a forward momentum. We really stay stagnant. This can happen to moms a lot. We can get really stagnant. You just get a little lazier. You're unmotivated. And when I say lazy, we're not ever lazy. We're just kind of lazy in attaining more than just surviving motherhood. But you don't want to just survive, you want to thrive. You want to be able to get dressed and feel good. You want to feel good in your skin and not forget about you. Nothing gets me more in a worse bad mood. I remember back in 10 years ago, especially, when I was always juggling children. We owned our own business. My husband was gone a lot, and I was just feeling so bad in my own skin, and I felt I was overweight. And everyone always seemed to have more time than me. I just knew it. Everyone had more time to exercise, take care of their body. And it wasn't even exercise, it was diet as well. It's time to just take care of yourself, not be overwhelmed, eat when you're bored. You gotta reel it back, dial it in, begin to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. And this planner is set up just for that, so that you can fit you in before kids even wake up. You can get some time in for some meditation and some quiet time, and do things for you, to do some reading, get your coffee in before kids awake. No matter what season you're in, it's good to get up and have some pillars of your morning routine and your evening routine that really set you up for success each day, and what you do. And like some of my pillars for like morning is exercise, meditation, reading, coffee, shower. Those are kind of my things I do in the morning. In the evening, it's the dinner, it's the cleanup, it's tidying up the home, and it's reading in the evening and planning with maybe a little glass of wine. So it's one of those things where I've got these pillars for success that really help me attain what I'm going for, and keep the home clean and tidy. And so it's what you really want to do is be able to achieve where you are taking ownership of being CEO of your home, taking care of your home, and you want to let that bleed over to, because you will gain momentum when you really got that one honed in, and really where you are succeeding in taking care of that home well, then it bleeds over to your personal life, and you begin to see then that you can indeed be successful in your own personal endeavors and your goals and your dreams. So begin to script a life that you want. Write your life the way you want it to flow, the way you want it to go. Not everything will go perfectly as planned, but it comes very close. You've put so much time and effort in the vision of your day-to-day life, and as your month as a whole, that your days just become a beautiful reflection of your intentions. Thank you for joining the Planner Perfect community. I know you're going to love diving into this method. I want to know everything about you and your successes with the Planner Perfect. I want to know everything that you have done with your successes and how you've achieved success using the Planner Perfect method. So be sure to tag me on social media, Planner Perfect, and show me your pages. Show me what it has done for you. I would love to know more about you, and I would like to know how this has worked for you and how you've been able to write a better story.